My name is Heather Wilson, and I am the founder of Kennedy's Angel Gowns. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking to Rachel Matteson, who's going to share a little bit about her angel baby, Caleb. So, hi, Rachel. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Heather. It's great to see you.
Too. So, tell us a little bit about your loss journey.
Sure. So we got pregnant with our first child in 2011. And everything was fine. We got to 38 weeks and I just noticed that I really hadn't felt him much. And so we went into the doctor and he was gone. We really, don't have any great explanation. He was just, born still. And so, it was very, a very shocking experience. It was just, as it is for everybody when that happens.
Yeah, it is. It does. It takes a second to just even think, wow, this is my reality.
Exactly.
And you don't know where to turn.
Exactly. And it's that moment of this can't be happening. Like this cannot be happening right now.
Right. So I know Rachel because our husbands have worked together for many years. And so they're lucky enough to have that brotherly bond. And then we obviously met each other and became closer because obviously we had this in common, unfortunately. I'm not sure, I don't think we've ever talked about this, but did you have a Cuddle Cot, or were you aware of what a Cuddle Cot was when you had him?
No. It wasn't until I think it was the first angel ball that I really heard about the Cuddle Cot. So no, that was nothing that we knew about at the time.
Okay. And now that you are aware of the Cuddle Cot, how important do you think it is to raise funds for Cuddle Cots?
Oh, gosh. I don't know. I think you guys spent a little bit more time, with Kennedy, but it was just a couple hours, that was really it. And then just all of our family trying to come in and at least get to see him and hold him. And, I don't even think it was 3 or 4 hours. And then he was it's gone. And yeah, to be able to have that extra time just to, be together and, just to be with them, it would just be amazing.
Yeah. It would.
Yes.
It's so important. I still remember going to his funeral. And I remember, what I remember most is you had a picture of you and your husband inside the casket. And I just thought that was just the sweetest thing. And it was a hard day, but when I saw that, it did make me smile.
Yeah. It did. And I also, I was really fortunate. I had a friend, it was an acquaintance at church. She gave me this little heart pendant, and the center stayed with him, and I have the outside part. It hangs from my car. It has been there since that day, and I look at it all the time and I'm like, please don't let anything happen to it, because I think I would die.
Oh, I know. You've gone to those, we don't have a lot of keepsakes, but the ones we do, we treasure forever.
Exactly.
So one of the other things we talk a lot about is bravery. Have you been told, or do people refer to you as brave?
Gosh, I don't know. It's a hard question, because I don't know. When I think about right at that time, I think back about it, and I don't know how I got up and I went to work every day. So, I work in an orthodontist office. I worked at a different office back then, and, I was an assistant. So I had seen all of these patients for weeks, months before the baby was due. And so, these patients come back on this 8 to 10 week rotation. And for 8 to 10 weeks after I return to work, it's, oh, how is your baby? And so many times every day, and having to, break the news to them, and basically, feeling like I had to console them through their grief.
Right.
There were days I just wanted to quit and just wanted to go somewhere and work somewhere where nobody
knew
that I was supposed to already have a baby. I do. That's the hardest thing about right after for me.
And it's choosing between do I know this person well enough to explain everything?
Exactly.
I just, it's all those questions that
It is.
come
It's
up in your mind.
horribly, it was just hard. And then, we made the decision, and I don't even know at the time if it was just a decision or like this, just had to keep going. Like, we got pregnant again. I mean, Nathan is, his birthday is 10 days sooner than Caleb's.
Wow.
Later. So he was October 26th was Caleb. Nathan is October 16th of 11 and 12. So
during Pregnancy Infant Loss Awareness Month.
Yep. And so we were so afraid that if we waited, I would be too afraid to ever do it again.
I'd psych myself out. I said the same thing. I said, it's now or never.
Yeah, it was just to have to jump back in there and, and I'm really glad we did, but it was scary. And it took, that took a lot of bravery to do it. It really did.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's bravery through your grief. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how are you handling things through the COVID-19? Because it is a time where you do kind of sit with your thoughts and feel isolated. How are you handling grief through this time?
It's funny because, PJ and I were talking about this recently. He has a cousin who's pregnant right now. And, just thinking about like at that time of the loss, like all of our family coming to the hospital and being around us. I mean, friends that just came over to take a nap with me and lay in the bed. Like, I did. It's, what would you do without that support system right now? Like that is the hardest thing to think about when we're all so distanced right now. I can't even imagine, what that would be like for people.
And it's happening. We have had families reach out to us during this time, and we can't go into the hospital like we usually do. So it's an isolating time. And like you said, we were able to have family come connect with us and just hug us. They're not getting that. And it's got to be extremely difficult.
I know.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't know what cuddle cots are, and we just want to stress the importance of why cuddle cots and caring cradles are very important to families that have experienced a recent loss. Can you express in your own words why you find them vital to families in need?
I mean, when, people can, donate to these, it's like, if someone is to hear about, what in the world is a cuddle cot, just thinking about how that could have changed, our experience, by donating, you're giving someone that extra time with their, precious, tiny little angel that they're only going to get a limited amount of time to begin with. And if, just by, even $10 here or there, that helps to be able to get one of these so a family can, really, spend that time together.
Yes. And you're so right. Even $10. I remember the very first Angel Ball. Yeah. Ashley Smith from the news said, I need everybody to pull out $20. Yep. She said, if everyone gives $20, we can buy a cuddle cot. And in minutes,
I know,
we had enough for a cuddle cot. And it was just like, I didn't think that was going to happen. And it did. And you're right. Just $10 can go towards a cuddle cot. And if enough of us pull together, we give family something invaluable. Literally give them the gift of time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very important.
Was there anything else you'd like to add before we end? Any advice to a grieving mom?
You guys just really amaze me. Like what you have done with this, fortunately, our baby was, he was a big boy. He was my biggest of the 3 kids. The outfit that we had, it was what he was supposed to wear home. It fit him just fine. But I think of all parents, with the little teeny babies and, looking at all of these, little outfits that you guys make. You know, it's amazing. It really is amazing what you have done, you know, with getting these cuddle cots and, you know, just giving people that support.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.